Jerry, let's start with Bill the player. If people didn't see Bill Russell the player, how would you describe him?
Well, I think Dan, obviously, he was the most unique player that I think that came into the league at that point in time. He was kind of a forerunner of what we see today. These active big guys who can move out in the court. He can play. He could play out in the court, but his activity level was probably what made him stand out more than anything, particularly on the defensive end. And I think that was the advent of people starting to understand the importance of the defensive play in this league and particularly what one man could do to disrupt other teams. It allowed you to do so many things to hide weak defensive players that sometimes people would take advantage of. And they were smart enough to use him the right way. They would funnel guys to him, but to the driving to the basket, he would alter shots and or block shots that seemingly took away 2 points and also ignited what they like to do best is run up and down the court. But more than that, he's a man who probably changed the way the sport is looked at today. Everyone looking for a big gifted guy. And over the years, as we've seen the changes in the game, particularly because of the three-point line, I think his unique style of play will be what someone is looking for now more than ever, in the sense that hopefully there will be a better offensive player than he was, but remarkable player, but more importantly, a remarkable man.
How aware were you of Bill when you went to the hoop?
Well, early in my career, Dan, because I'd never seen a player like this. I was probably an athlete before my time. Could go in there and jump over most people. You had to really be careful with him. And early in my career, he really bothered me a lot because I had the ability to get by people. And with him back there, you had to learn how to either make a pass, and which would help players if they were gifted enough to do it. And then more importantly, how to look for him before he got there. That was the most important thing. You almost had to identify him. And I was able to do that later in my career and had much more success playing against him because of being aware of where he was all the time.
Also, he's one of the first, and you would know better. It felt like he blocked shots and kept shots in play, whereas Wilt might have blocked them out of bounds. It felt like Bill Russell blocked him to then start a fast break.
Well, there's no question. And today you watch players, block shots, and everyone gets really excited about them blocking the shots into the stands and everything. It would be nice if they could just tip the ball to their own people. And my goodness, when you're in driving situations, Dan, it's the ideal time to run out on teams because teams are anticipating maybe an offensive rebound. They'll be leaning toward the offensive end if they're offensive players. And the defensive players, if a ball is tapped or deflected off the board or someone, that's when today's players really take advantage of open courts because they're so good in the open courts today.